Coming up on Torrance today, last call for turkey trot. It's not too late to sign up and burn some calories before you feast on Thanksgiving Day. A big thank you to the American Red Cross for taking care of our community during times of great need. We'll share more about how they stepped up when disaster struck. And the Torrance Rose Float Association needs your help as it enters the final stretch of its float decorating season. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Christine Lee. It's 4 p.m. on Wednesday, November 23rd. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. Well, Thanksgiving Day is just around the corner, and it's not too late to get started on the right foot. You can sign up right now to be one of those trotters. Late registration is going on at the Ken Miller Recreation Center until 7 p.m. tonight. And if you're an early riser, you can put on your running shoes and head out to the Sam's Club parking lot to sign up before the race starts from 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. The 42nd annual Harry Sutter Memorial Turkey Trot begins at 8 a.m. and there will be lots of prizes afterwards. If you're lucky, you can take home a mountain bike, various gift cards, or even a gym membership. You should also plan to bring some canned goods because city workers will collect them and give them out to people in need throughout our community. Thanksgiving is a time to show family how much we care, and here's a priceless welcome home moment for my friend Julie when she came back to Torrance from college.
It's
Thank you, Ryan Sharoma, for that video. If you also have family from far away coming into town, they'll be part of the 54.6 million people who will be on the road for 50 miles or more this Thanksgiving. AAA says that's a 1.5% increase over last year and 98% of pre-pandemic volumes. This year is projected to be the third busiest Thanksgiving travel-wise since AAA started keeping count from the year 2000. So the biggest tip that travel experts can give is to be patient. About 49 million people are expected to drive to their destinations, another 4.5 million will fly, and 1.4 million Americans will get out by bus, train, or cruise ship. And good news for those heading out to the airports. Industry group Airlines for America says U.S. air carriers are ready for the surge, especially after the summer. They adjusted their schedules, hired a lot of workers, and prepared for the boost in ticket sales. If you're heading out of town, safe travels, and if you're coming back, welcome home. One group we're very thankful for this year is the American Red Cross. Our local branch played a crucial role in the community this year, especially a few months ago when a major apartment fire displaced dozens of people. Volunteers worked around the clock providing temporary shelter and other priceless resources at the Toyota Meeting Hall.
So the Red Cross is set up to respond immediately after a house fire, a flood, any sort of disaster like that. After an incident happens, the residents can call us. A lot of the times the fire department calls us. So really our relationship with the fire department and the city is really important. They'll let us know that there's someone who's displaced that needs our assistance, and we'll show up, we'll do a quick survey of the damage, and essentially from there we'll make sure that they have some place to go. We'll set them up either a hotel, maybe a shelter, really depends on the situation. But our primary thing is to make sure no one's sleeping in their car, no one's sleeping on the street, everybody has a place to go and everyone is safe.
When people are knocking the door saying get out, I was like, wow, you don't really have time to really get things, or you just get out and you see all these people you've never seen before, and you see flames from the building. It's like, wow, I hope it doesn't get to my place. That was the first section to the third, it was about 7 apartments over. Well, they set up our little shelter for us. They were very nice. They took care of us, fed us and cots and everything. This is great. Because, being a citizen of Torrance, I was glad they took care of us.
The August fire at the 4,000 block of Emerald Street impacted about 60 people living in a total of more than 30 units. We were told at the time that 8 of those units were completely destroyed and the others needed to be aired out. Since the beginning of 2022, Red Cross volunteers responded to more than 700 home fires in LA, providing support to nearly 2,000 people and helping to guide them through their disaster recovery journey. The agency says single and multi-family fires account for 90% of all disaster responses, and trained volunteers are ready to help for such emergencies 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Respiratory viruses, the flu, and COVID-19 are forming a triple threat this year as winter approaches. Public health officials say many Californians are getting sick and urge everyone to protect themselves and their families, especially as more people gather for the holidays. State epidemiologist Dr. Erica Pan says as a pediatrician who specializes in infections, and as a parent, it's concerning to see the rise in RSV and the flu in babies, young children, and our elderly population. She says while there is no cure for respiratory viruses, some medications can reduce disease severity in certain situations. For mild symptoms, here are some tips to help ease discomfort. Reduce congestion with nasal saline with gentle suctioning. Make sure your loved ones get lots of rest and drink clear fluids such as water, broth, or sports drinks to prevent dehydration. And stay home at least 24 hours after there is no longer a fever or signs of a fever without the use of a fever-reducing medicine. Dr. Pan says most childhood respiratory illnesses are mild and resolve on their own. The Torrance Theatre Company recently got nominated for some major awards and needs your help to get them.
But even I know a habit does not a nun make. Oh, get real, will
The company and its artists are nominated for the Broadway World Awards. The 2022 Regional Awards honor productions, touring shows, and more, which had their first performance between October 1st of last year and September 30th of this year. The Torrance Theatre Company provides affordable, professional quality theater productions and related outreach and educational services to our city and to the broader South Bay community. It's part of the city's Cultural Services Department, and its mission is to strengthen Torrance as a unique center for arts education and cultural programs. You can vote for the Torrance Theatre Company by following the link on its Facebook page. Winners are announced in January. Congratulations on the nominations and good luck. Well, we've been updating you regularly on various construction projects taking place throughout our city, and today we just want to say thank you to the Public Works Department for constantly updating us on their progress and for getting ahead of schedule on projects like the one at the PCH and Hawthorne intersection. As Kirk shared yesterday, that busy intersection finally reopened just in time for Thanksgiving. All lanes cleared up over the weekend, and crews are almost done with installing a new traffic light and completely finished with paving. You'll still see some workers out there until early next year, but they won't be closing down the lanes again. They'll just be working on landscaping and other details around the streets. We know the Public Works employees work around the clock, so we just want to say we appreciate you. And on that note, City Hall will be closed tomorrow and Friday in observance of the Thanksgiving holiday. It will reopen on Monday, November 28th. But you know what's always open and available? The city's new MyTorranceCA App. You can download it now on both Apple and Android mobile devices. It connects community members to important services 24/7. The app is a one-stop shop for residents to request services, find information, and view citywide events. For example, users can report coyote sightings, report streetlight outages, and even request homeless outreach. The app also features a calendar of events, transit schedules, and a payment portal. It's the city's latest effort to keep businesses, residents, and visitors connected while in Torrance. So try it out over the holiday weekend and let us know how you're liking it. The Torrance Rose Float Association needs your help as organizers put together their latest creation for the iconic New Year's Day parade.
You don't need to know anything, you don't have to be crafty, you just have to be willing to get a little messy and have a good time. Anybody who wants to do that, we really need some help. It's a big job. It'll take us all week to get done, and the fewer decorators, the longer and harder it's going to be.
The other thing that I find that I like about when you go to decorate, it's not all people of the same age. We have people from 13 to 98 all working together decorating.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and they're all getting along just like family. It's wonderful.
Everybody should try it once.
That's right.
You know, you won't know if you like it or not until you do it.
Volunteers will begin their dry decorating days from Saturday, November 26th through Saturday, December 3rd. Decorating week is December 27th through the 31st. You can submit the 2023 Float Decorators Forum at torrancerosefloat.org. Well, still ahead, it's a warm Wednesday as we get ready for Thanksgiving Thursday. I stopped by El Retiro Library to check out its thankful tree, and we'll have more from there when we come back in 60 seconds.
Bring it. Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Okay, Mom wants us home.
Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one? I gotta go eat, man. Sorry. I'll see you later. That's it.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this warm Wednesday, I love seeing the thankful tree at El Retiro Library getting a lot of love since we first introduced you to it a couple of weeks ago. I stopped by the library branch yesterday afternoon and added a leaf to the tree too. The first thought that came to my mind was my dog Somi, so I wrote that I'm thankful for her this year. The tree is filled up with so many warm thoughts, and I really enjoyed seeing what others were grateful for. I especially liked the blinged out leaf that said friends, family, and earth. and another person wrote, I am thankful for my friends, family, and teachers, and also the library. The tree will remain up through the rest of November, so add your thoughts too if you're planning to visit soon. All Torrance libraries will close tonight at 6 p.m. and reopen next week. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.